on his Vatican-set movie Conclave, US singer-songwriter Chapel Rowan on the influence drag has had on her work, and we have Somali funk from Dodo Band International. All that and more coming up on the Arts Hour.
BBC News with Roisin Hasty. The UN humanitarian agency says hospitals in the Congolese city of Goma have reportedly been overwhelmed by casualties as Rwandan-backed rebels battled to take control. A spokesman for OCHA said there were many bodies on the streets. There are calls for Rwanda and the DRC to resume peace talks. More Palestinians are heading for their homes in northern Gaza 15 months after fighting with Israel began. Hamas said about 300,000 people made the journey on Monday. Much of northern Gaza is in ruins. Iran's foreign minister has said Israel and the US would be crazy to attack his country's nuclear facilities. He told a British broadcaster that such a move would spell disaster for the region. The Danish Prime Minister has begun a one-day tour of European capitals in the hope of winning support for her country's sovereignty over Greenland. Donald Trump has said the US wants control of the Arctic territory. Dozens of asylum seekers have arrived in Albania in a new attempt by Italy to push ahead with its plan to relocate migrants. A ship carrying nearly 50 people was the first to arrive in Albania after a delay caused by legal challenges. Pakistan's Senate has approved legislation that introduces sweeping controls on social media. Journalists have called for a nationwide strike. The law criminalises what's described as fake information online. Tech stocks have fallen on Asian markets as investors continue to digest the implications of DeepSeek, a new low-cost AI chatbot from China. On Monday, the US chipmaker Nvidia suffered the biggest one-day loss in Wall Street history. A Japanese broadcaster has tried to restore its reputation for openness after a sex scandal by holding a news conference lasting more than 10 hours. More than 400 journalists asked questions until the early hours of Tuesday morning.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 074 820, or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamp Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamp Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and The Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is
UK.
Starr Radio
UK.
This is Starr Radio
UK.
Welcome. Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Okay, let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. We want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Starr Radio UK Tuesday edition of the morning show. I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
Okay, so from now until exactly 12 o'clock, when I bring the curtains down for the end of the program, I'm going to be your captain. Yes, I'm going to be leading you through all sorts, taking you global, trotting, and making sure that you know everything from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar. If it's making the headlines, be rest assured of one thing for sure: I'm going to bring that your way. And on that note, let me say welcome once again. Let me say good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy. Without whose assistant, I'll not be able to be here this morning to bring you a program. Francis, good morning to you. To my baby sister, Delta Hammond, all the way in Ghana, I salute you. I hope you are doing very, very well. Mom and Rosie and Eresi, good morning to you all. And the family back home in Ghana, the Abedis, the Hammonds, every one of you. Herbert and the family, good morning to you all. Let me say good morning to Bishop Adeshina, all the way in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, and the RB, all the staff at the RBE office in Lagos. I salute you all. Mr. Olaimi Koike, my colleague, co-presenter, at the moment he's been caught up in other activities, and therefore that's why you've not been seeing him of late. But let me say good morning to him. Olaimi, good morning to you. To Felix, all the way in Aberdeen, Kojodi, good morning to you. Mr. Dantebri, our money man, massive good morning to you all there as well. Let me say good morning also to Eben, all the way in Cape Town. I hope you are doing very, very well. Catch up after the program there as well. Yes. So wherever you are this morning, I want you to do me a massive favor. Share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages. Well, today is Tuesday, the 28th day of January, the year 2025, with the time now exactly at 10:53, Starr Radio UK. A special happy birthday and a special celebration of good morning goes to Mrs. Paulina. Yes, that is my younger brother. It's Amponsa, Mrs. Paulina Amponsa. Yes, it's your birthday today. I pray that God will continue to bless you and make you great wherever you are in every activity that you find yourself. And may He give you long life. And as your years, so shall your strength be. And let me hear a big amen there. Amen. All right then, let me say good morning to Atakofi all the way in Asherman as well, and to all the inhabitants of Asherman who have been my latest fans, and the chief of Asherman, I salute you. Yes, let me also say good morning to Reverend Michael Esiama and Mrs. Isabella Elom Esiama as well, and all members of the Power Word International. I salute you. To my head pastor, Reverend Bruce, good morning to you and all members of Bible Life Family Ministries. I salute each and every one of you. Good morning and welcome to the program. Let's get it on. Well, so let's start it from the quote for the day. What does the quote for the day say for today? It says, being a leader means being prepared. It sums it out nicely. Being a leader means being prepared. If you're a leader, you have to think into the future, providentially. You have to plan so that when you get to that place, the bridge is there. We'll be all ready for you to cross and all stuff like that. So being a leader is not an easy task. So I don't like people just say, I want to be a leader. I want to be a leader. Once upon a time, there was somebody who in a group that we were. Try to call it a group or yes, a community. Okay, so with a group in an entity, right? And then I don't want to give the details of it. And I'm gonna say, why? We need to vote for a leader. And we know meanwhile they appointed some individuals to be the leaders and to see to things. Anything, yeah, I can do it. And I said, okay, cool it. Let him have it. Let him do it. And that's a matter of what was just one. Let me put it this way: one season. So let me say about 3 months during it. Nothing, everything was just going busy, bazaar. And I thought, wow, did you see that? Well. So being a leader is not something that is easy to come by. But however, if you are prepared, you are able to do it. So what is your take on that? That is by way of the quote for the day. Let's move on straight to the weather front. It's been quite a mixed bag here. Yesterday there was rain. This morning there was rain. It's been windy and all sorts. But for those of you in London and southeastern part of England, this is how the weather is going to be for you today. It's going to be cloudy and unsettled this afternoon with frequent heavy showers and 1 or 2 downpours in places. A risk of hail too within some of the heavier showers. And it's going to be turning breezier for a time this evening, but showers will also tend to ease. Overnight, it will turn widely dry with lengthy clear spells and a few areas of patchy cloud remaining. Tropic temperature is going to be 10 degrees and lower is going to be 5 degrees. UV level, low pollution, low sunset is going to be at 16:42 and somewhere for tomorrow morning, 07:45 hours. And that brings us to the end of the weather forecast. And I'll take you straight to the travels. How is your travel this morning? If you are in London, or you're in the UK, but other part of the world, maybe you can share with us. And of course, I have to say, we are a worldwide radio station, and therefore we'll be able to share with all our lovely listeners. Well, here on the underground this morning, Elizabeth line has got severe delays and minor delays. Metropolitan line, severe delays, minor delays as well. And the Jubilee line is experiencing minor delays, so please check before you let aside. The DLR, London Tramlink and London Overground are all running a good service. Taking you straight to the major roads in London, a few incidents here and there. A13, A23, A316, Central London Red Route and South Circular A205, all those roads are experiencing serious delays. So if you can avoid that, do your best. If not, if you are stuck, continue to listen to us, because as and when there are any changes, we'll bring you to the fore there as well. Now keep your eyes on the roads, as to keep it navigated. I promise I have on. Now moving on straight to the river bars this morning, I can tell you shortly there's good service there. The London cable car is also experiencing or running a good service, bringing us to the final segment of the travel update. That is the National Rail. On the National Rail this morning, cross country, Great Western Railway, Heathrow Express, ScotRail, Southern, Thameslink and Transport for Wales are offering special services. However, Gatwick Express has no service at all. So please check before you leave. All the others are running a good service there, and that is why I will say it once again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for the day, but you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. Let's take a quick commercial, and once we come back, I take you global trotting. So stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Otta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. To all our listeners, those of you watching us or listening to us on the Yoruba Union, Yoruba Nation platform and the Koiki Media platform, and also on the United States of Biafra platforms, I salute you all and I say thank you very much for joining us. Now let's go global trotting. So let's kick off from the UK front, and then we get to other part of the world. So what's happening here in the UK? Ministers reject calls to widen extremism definition. The report was commissioned in the wake of the last summer riots following the Southport attacks. Well, if that was the recommendation, then why are they not going to implement that? Maybe if you spread it too wide, you get anybody. Virtually clamping down on these things. So if you say something I don't like, and I say that I don't like it, and I come on platform and say it, then they have to come after me. So well, let's see. Now, children join riots for the trail. Report is saying, Just Stop Oil disrupt Saguenay Weaver West End play. And I'm telling you, the other time I was saying off air that, well, all these Just Stop Oil, why don't you go to the United States to go and demonstrate now? Well, after all, the UK, we are doing our bit, right? Good. Now, Trump says, drill, baby, drill. Let's throw everything out. After all, if we are all going to be dying, we're going to be dying. So let's drill. Let's live our lives and let the next generation, when they come, they also come and live their lives. But then you are here making all that noise, stopping people from traveling, obstructing roads and stuff like that. I hope that this time around or this year we'll not be seeing anything of the sort. But if you really, really, really want to demonstrate and do all those things, then go to the States and go and do that there, because Trump took that agreement, they just ripped it apart. Yes? Okay. The climate agreement. So maybe that will help you. You want a place to demonstrate, go there and go and do that. But not here. Not here. No. A major incident has been declared in Somerset after Storm Hermina hit the UK, and temporary housing linked to death of at least 74 children. Why? Is it because they've got mold, or is it because of the movement, or is it because it's cold in there? Whichever it is, I'm going to be bringing you more about that as the program unfolds. It is Starr Radio UK in other parts of the world as well. DeepSeek, a wake-up call for U.S. tech firms. Trump is saying DeepSeek claims that its model was made at a fraction of the cost of its rivals. That has rocked the AI industry. And just overnight, one day, the AI industry in the UK on the stock has lost about 500 billion. Wow. So Trump is saying, you better get up, wake up, stand up. Well, and White House has paused federal grants and loans to who and to where. We're going to be telling you more about that. Survivors such as which deliver a warning from history as memories die out. And a long, long road ahead, Gaza rebuilds from zero. Now, I've been saying that it's going to be difficult rebuilding while the people are there. Because you look at the one-time damage that has taken place there, and you look at the dust and everything that will be going on there. I don't think it's a habitable place. But how do we do it? How do we do it? Well, let us know what you think about that. In a split second, Russia wipes out 3 generations of a Ukrainian family. Of course, there is war. So what do you think about all that? And Trump's administration fires Justice Department lawyers who investigated him. Obviously, he promised to do that, so the people also knew and they were ready to jump before they were pushed. But, well, they didn't make it. I don't know why. Maybe because of some terms there. So if you make a move, then maybe you will not get your whatever is due you when it comes to monies, right? I'm not sure about that. I'm just saying. So maybe that's why they stayed in there, for them to say, okay, now we fired you. Okay, it's okay, thank you very much. Now give me my money and my due and let me go. Now Trump signs orders focus on reshaping U.S. military. We're going to tell you more about that. Things are happening, and they are happening fast. All right, let's move on. A mass arrest in nationwide immigration crackdown in the U.S. Trump said it, and he said, well, it's unleashed everything there, and therefore door to door and stuff like that, and it's quite worrying there. Trump ally criticizes pardons for violent January 6 offenders. He thinks that, well, if I was due to machinations, let me put it that way, I managed to escape being put on trial for that, then those who I instigated and encouraged to go and do so have to be pardoned. But what about the life? And what example have we actually set? Now we have maybe a far right group or anybody who thinks that, well, we think that we are being marginalized or anything, and let's go on the rampage, let's do whatever we want to do, and they can just get on to do it because the example has been set. Well, you want to know more? You got to stay tuned because I'm going to bring you more from there. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Trouble in Paradise, battling crime wave in Trinidad and Tobago, and it's one of the stories making the rounds in the Latin American area. In the UK, Russia focuses on Soviet victims of World War II as officials not invited to Auschwitz ceremony. I did talk about that yesterday, and I was saying, even if I'm a Russian delegate, I don't think I'll be going because, especially when your name is maybe one of the wanted. They might just nip you in the butt. Now, Sinner will be one of the greatest players we've ever seen. How can you name somebody Sinner? Yannick Sinner. Oh boy, he has got double silencer, right? And he spells Sinner as a sinner, somebody who is sinful, or don't put it that way, or who has sinned. Well, I'll be telling you more about all that as the program goes on. But it's Starr Radio UK Global Trotting. Now, peace calls mount amid conflict in DR Congo Key City, and Nigerian extradited to US for alleged sextortion. It's one of the stories making the rounds there as well. Going on straight to Nigeria. How we persuaded Feba Babalola to withdraw a lawsuit against Farotimi. The ONI is saying that the FedEx code CBN set January 31 deadline for submission of compliance report, and Tinubu leadership accelerating Siemens energy project in Nigeria. I said, if it's leading and that is going to benefit the whole nation, or we see improvement in our lives, why not? But we need to get value for money. Value for money. All right then. In other stories making the rounds, IFC partners Nigeria firms to expand mini grids targets to 400,000 connections. There are some of the stories making the round today. Promise Nigerian troops double promotion. They will eliminate Bello. Toji is saying. Suleiman to Tinubu. Let's see. Do you think that will solve the issue there? Well, let's see what happens on that front. In other parts of Africa as well, the UN is warning of dire humanitarian situation in DRC amid ongoing fighting. And Congolese soldiers flee to Rwanda as M23 rebels capture Goma. It's quite an interesting development in that part of the world. Rwanda said, we are not behind it. But again, they are saying they are the ones supporting them. It makes it all okay. But Kenyan president says diplomacy the only solution to DRC conflict, and therefore calling on Rwanda, M23 and DRC to come together to seek peace. All right, Starr Radio UK. In other parts of the world as well, in Ghana, well, Abby Bright files petition to challenge 2024 election results. Let's see what happens on that front. Then 10 million Ghana cedis defamation counterparts quest to seek cause has been denied. Okay. And then Bank of Ghana's monetary policy rate at 27%. Woo. That is a big one. Here we are 2 point something, and then we are crying. They are making lots of noise. Okay. Well, interestingly, Dr. Frank Amwakuhine is explaining cultural significance of customary clothing at vetting committee hearing. Now, I don't give a hoot if you dress like the Pope or wear whatever you want to wear and come to that vetting. I don't give a hoot about that. It's not your appearance. That doesn't make me happy or anything. What I will want to see is delivery. So if these individuals are able to come, and when they are given the position, they are going to see to it that they deliver and are not there to be serving their own parochial interests, why not? Oh well, I'll be telling you more about that Well, it's so important. Oh, we have to put on kente or put on glove or put on the bubu or put on the what do you call that one? I remember back in the day when we were at the Institute of Journalism, my friends Roger Fianco into me, and Mr. Peter Sedem, Reverend Peter Sedem. We were in the class, and let me say good morning to Ellen Ganda. That's how she was known at the time. I don't know what currently she's known as, but we will wear all these agbada that we model it in the classroom so that people will see. So we call the people call us the people from the Suya side. And let me say good morning to he became the two CEO or officer in charge of the military academy. Who was known? He was my mate as well. Major then. He was then Major AJ. I think he rode through the ranks to become something else. I'm not very sure what happened there. But good morning to you all. It was quite an interesting one. So we just wear all those things and sit in there. And well, so I don't give a hoot if you are even from the Suya side wearing anything, so that people will say, oh yeah, that doesn't actually scratch anything for me. I want to see more with delivery, making sure you are settled. Yes? All right. What the Interior Minister said about Dampare's removal from office? Is Dampare going to be removed? Well, I don't think so. But I'm going to be telling you more about all that. So coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And well, do you think the EC boss should be removed? Are you equal to one of the stand members of the MPP who are in opposition now is alleging that, look, the allegation against the EC chair don't meet the threshold for removal. That's what he's saying. So which allegation is that? And do you think that the current president is going to just keep her there? But I'd rather keep her there, and I'll keep an eagle eye, and I'll be watching you closely when it comes to anything. But is it that they're not sure of what it's going to be doing or how the whole operation had gone? And if I were her as well, I would say, you know what? I'm out. Just pay me whatever is due and let me be out, because this is one of the top jobs. Tough one in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, at 30 minutes past the top of the hour, this is Starr Radio UK. We're now going to take a break, a musical break, where I'm going to bring you some lovely tune. And this time round, this is from Atta Kofi, and he says, open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes and see what? Now you got to see? Yes, that is Atta Kofi for you. Enjoy, and I'll be with you.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
You are listening to Starr Radio Morning Show. Archie on Starr Radio. Nobody does it better.
I know you can see it. I know you can see it. I know you can see it. esa fenwoje no wa ano ya te tumono fu no kumo si tumono no wa ano ya te tumono fu no kumo si tumono no ya
This is Starr Radio UK.
The best radio show.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio.
This is Starr Radio UK.
And then you pay me now. We want to only we hear your own money. We pay you everyone. We need you so everyone. We train you on your coupon. Why you be a real? You can be a seven. I went it down in the air. I went it down in the air. Say what you say, you'll be a little. And my wedding, I went it down in the air. I'm missing our yeah, there's some wedding down in the air. Say I come from now, we went you. And come and send me my wedding down in the air.
Well, I think that is the first time that I've actually listened to the lyrics in the song very well, but it's quite an interesting one there. Well, saying that you have to be very cautious with everything. God might have blessed you. I mean, not bad. God would have blessed you and everything, but if you don't open your eyes, it's not everybody who loves to see you progress. That is from Attack Coffee. And they've made me this is a citizen of Ashama, you know. The chief of Ashama once again. Let me say good morning to you, Nee. Don't worry, when I come down, I'll come and pay a visit, a courtesy visit, a courtesy call. But thank you very much to Attack Coffee this morning. We're going to be going on to bring you all the details of all the other stories making the rounds this morning. But an announcement there. Come Thursday, KB Bossman will be bringing the first edition of the Property Hour for the year 2025. It's going to be kicking off with the first season, the new season, the 2025 season of the Property Hour show. This is a program that when you do listen to, oh boy, gives you all the very the necessary information to be able to embark on your journey, getting your foot on the property ladder. And also, even if it happens that you have to rent, you know how and what to do to make sure you get a good deal from there. So yes, it's going to be happening live this Thursday at 7 p.m. Well, it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. You don't know, now you know. I remain yours sincerely,
Archie on Starr Radio. Nobody does it better.
This is the morning show with Archie.
Okay, so now let's kick off from the UK front. And what have I got news for you there? Well, now the events that took place last July during the summer, after the Labour Party won the election landslide, and everything, and then there was the stabbing of these three young girls at Southport that brought about rioting in the country now. But ministers have rejected civil servant advice to widen the definition of extremism to include potentially violent environmentalists. The far left conspiracy theorists and men prejudiced against women. So they want to broaden the definition. So if you are prejudiced against women, you're going to be captured as somebody who are a terrorist. And then if you have all these conspiracy theories that those who are saying, oh, you know what, the Holocaust never happened, you know what, COVID, it wasn't a real thing, it was something that they were just trying to do, and all those bits. So it goes on like that. And so anybody who have the civil servants are thinking that we need to stretch the net so that it can capture people like that, because these are the same people who cause trouble around here and there. But what do you think about that? It comes after parts of a report commissioned by the Home Office last summer were leaked to the right-leaning policy exchange think tank, which criticized the recommendation. The Home Office Minister Dan Jarvis said the government rejected the advice, adding Islamist extremism followed by far-right extremism are the biggest threats we face. Asked about the report, Keir Starmer said his government was looking carefully at how to address extremism. It's very important that we are focused on the threats so we can deploy our resources properly, and therefore we're looking carefully where the key challenges are. It goes on further to say the Prime Minister said there was the additional challenge in the aftermath of the Southport attacks of a cohort of loners who are extreme and they need to be factored in. Keir Starmer added, in the end, what this comes to is the safety and security of people across the United Kingdom. That's my number one focus. So let's see what's going to come out from there. But it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. What do you think, though? What do you think? Well, in relation to that, maybe somebody would have been arrested, and some people would have been arrested this morning if we were capturing the definition of terrorism to that. Two protesters from Just Stop Oil have disrupted the performance of The Tempest starring Sigourney Weaver in London's West End. A man and a woman from the environmental campaign group climbed onto the stage at the Theatre Royal Drury Lane on Monday evening. They launched a confetti cannon and a voice called out, "We'll have to stop the show. Ladies and gents, sorry." Hollywood actress Weaver, who had been sitting in a chair on the stage, was escorted away by a member of the theater staff. A video shared by Just Stop Oil shows the protesters being met with boos from the audience, but also a few cheers before they were then guided off stage after less than a minute. I'm saying now, if you really want to demonstrate, now the UK has not said we are throwing out our plans or the agreement that we've done, the environmental agreement that we've done, no. But the US is saying, Trump is saying, no, we are not going to do that. Drill, baby, drill. So if we say just stop oil, go there and go, because if we say, okay, we are going to stick to it like no man's business, I don't think that will make any difference when it comes to somebody say you make a difference, but much difference when it comes to the environment as a whole, because the temperatures that is raising to whatever percent degrees Celsius that they are looking, Celsius or centigrade, whichever it is, they are looking at now. Our contribution there at the moment is not that much. And that's why when I come to the African country, yesterday they were in Dar es Salaam for this environment energy conference or whatever thing that they were doing. Various leaders were there. The Ghanaian president was there. The Nigerian president was there as well. And they're going to be having a look at it. I was saying, signing a word of warning. They shouldn't go sit down and say, you know what? Yeah, we have to make sure because of the environment, we're not going to be doing that. And I said, even without that, we've not been able to supply energy enough for the consumption of our people. So talk less now. We want to say we want to have all these wind farm, solar, and all that bit. Up to now, Ghanaians are suffering dooms, all right. We have Nigeria as well. I remember visiting Nigeria in the 80s. I was a student at the time. Went there for a month on a visit with my dad, and then there was doomsday at that time, and it's still going on. It's west of that time. So what have we done so far that we've not been able to mitigate whatever thing that was causing us not to have that? So if we're going to sit down and say, yeah, we're also going to be doing things that are environmental friendly and all those coming in, I'll say, please look at your situation and make your call. Because after all, the big polluters are saying drill, maybe drill. What about that? Starr Radio UK. So you want to demonstrate, you can go to the US, go and demonstrate, or you can go to China, go and demonstrate, because they are the big polluters, right? Go to Russia, go and demonstrate there. They are the big polluters. And let's see, maybe then we can say you are making an impact. All right then. Some of this is charity begins at home. Well, it's not all the charities. Well, Starr Radio UK. In other stories making the round this morning, Donald Trump has said, the US President Donald Trump has called the rise of Chinese company DeepSeek a wake-up call for the US tech industry after the emergence of its artificial intelligence model triggered shockwaves on Wall Street. Shares in major tech firms such as Nvidia fell sharply, with a chip giant losing almost $600 billion or 482 billion pounds in market value. What has shaken the industry is DeepSeek's claim that the AI model was made at a fraction of the cost of its rivals, raising questions about the future of America's AI dominance and the scale of investment US firms are planning. Now, DeepSeek has become the most downloaded free app in the US just a week after its launch. Well, I don't know whether those of you in other parts of the world be able to do that, but I'm downloading it the moment I come off the show. Yes. And see, it said it's free too. Well, but nothing comes for free. Well, you have to be allowing the, what do you call it, the cookies. All right then. Now moving on to other stories making the rounds there. Now, White House has paused all federal grants and loans. Now, the US President Donald Trump has paused grants, loans, and other federal assistance, according to a leaked government memo verified by some institutions, the BBC and others. In the memo, the acting head of Office of Manager and Budget calls on government agencies to ensure spending it's consistent with Trump's priorities, and not to a number of executive orders that the returning president has made. The full impact of the pause is not yet clear, although the memo specifies that Medicaid, and Social Security benefits are not affected. It comes days after the U.S. halted nearly all foreign aid. And that is what I've been asking the question here. That African leaders or leaders of the developing nations, have we actually sat, planned, looked at the fact that when Trump comes in, this is what he was going to do, and now he's coming and is implementing that? How prepared are we? Because I know for sure that all that our leaders are thinking of, let's get our calabash and let's go begging. Say, oh, can you give us that? And they come out with their policies, and those policies never helps our institutions. How many times have Ghana not gone to the IMF? Why are we still at where we are, even worse off than where we are? Well, it's quite an interesting one. So this is what the US is saying, and it cut all foreign aid. So if we were waiting for that aid to come in to subsidize our budget, for sure, President, we are on the back foot. So I think it's about time that African leaders sit up, wake up, and smell the coffee, and know that, look, there are things happening, and we have to use what we have to actually push our agenda forward, and make sure that when there is a leader, you are voted as a leader, you are there to serve the people and not your own parochial interests. When you are serving them well and you end up eating a bit, nobody will talk about it. But not when people are hungry and we see that you have, as my Nigerian friends will say, you are belly full. Oh my goodness. Well, it says this encompasses financial assistance for foreign aid, non-governmental organizations, DEI, woke gender ideology, and the Green New Deal. The deadline of 17 hours EST has been set. Each agency is told to pause the issuing of new awards as well as disbursement of funds under existing awards. The memo further demands that all agencies report which program have been paused by the 10th of February. The White House has not yet commented officially on the leaked document, though. Democrats in Washington, D.C. were quick to sound an alarm of concern about the plan. The top Democratic appropriators in Congress, Washington Senator Patty Murray and Connecticut Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro, sent a letter to the White House on Monday evening expressing their extreme alarm with a memo. Well, he said, this is what I want to do. You knew that that's what I was going to do before he came in. But what did you do about it? Welcome your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean 11 in London at 11:31, and at a 11:45 the lines will be open. Then at 12 o'clock exactly, we'll bring the curtains down for the end of the program. Now, yesterday marked the 80th anniversary of the Auschwitz treaty, or the delivery of freedom of the Auschwitz. Now, interestingly, we had a situation where a few of the people who experienced it were there to give an insight to the experience during those times. There was a lady who said she came to the place year 5 at the age of 5, and there were others who came in during their teenage years and stuff, and they all had experiences. But the question now that they are posing is, come next year, they will not be there. Eventually, the number of survivors have diminished, and it's going to diminish. It's going to get a point where we're not going to be having any of them at all. Now, what do you think is going to happen when conspiracy theorists, those who are saying, oh, you know what, that didn't happen? And then that brings me to the place where, is it because Africans who during the slave trade were brought, taking away, those who were killed or thrown into the sea because the ships have overloaded, and the inspectors are then were coming to inspect, and therefore had to throw off board the ship, and then they hang stones or stuff around their necks. Eventually they go down, or whatever thing that they did to actually get rid of them, and all those things that happened because we didn't have any one of them to be there to testify of what happened. They tell us that that is not true. Or you just take it that, oh, don't worry about that, we had to move you. If not, by this time you would have been maybe overpopulated on your continent and all that stuff, and you wouldn't have had any good thing coming out of you. So what is happening? But they were saying that statement that says that never again. Though they said it, I said 5 years ago they were saying never again. They thought that was going to be, and 80 years ago when they said never again, they thought that was going to be. But now we don't see things like that. We see all sorts happening across the globe. And one of the interesting speakers, the last one who spoke, who is the chair of something, I've forgotten the name because I was watching it when I just got home, and then he was of the view that it's not only Jews who died at Auschwitz. There were other countries, nations, about the 50 nations that in, and even the Second World War, there are a number of people who lost their lives. And he says that we should all be cautious of this, because when things like this are, the undertones and stuff like that going on, those are the things that brings about such occurrences. But what do you think about all that? It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, moving on to Africa now. Well, so war in the east, war in the west, war down south. And where is the war now? A UN agency had warned of a major humanitarian crisis in the Congolese city of Goma, with hospitals overwhelmed by casualties and bodies lying on the streets. Now, thousands of people have been fleeing multiple active conflict zones, the UN Refugee Agency, UNHCR, said. The aid agency said their warehouses with food and medical supplies have been looted. as M23 rebels continue to battle to take control of the city. Anger has been growing over the M23 offensive and calls for peace talks and the fighting are mounting. To end the fighting are mounting. Now hospitals are overwhelmed. There are currently hundreds of people in hospitals, most admitted with gunshot wounds. The Reuters news agency quoted had hailed Machan, the World Health Organization emergency response coordinator for the Democratic Republic of Congo, as saying the International Committee of the Red Cross said its hospital received more than 100 wounds in just 24 hours, a number it previously received over the course of a month. It said this had forced its staff to turn the hospital car park into a triage unit. Now, the use of heavy artillery in densely populated areas is causing severe injuries, particularly among children, it added. Now, the issue is, what can the African Union do, the AU, and then the sub-regional body there as well? What can they do? What are they doing? So come your way from Starr Radio UK. Now coming on straight to one of the other stories making the rounds on the African continent, and then getting to Nigeria and all the other bits. Just stay tuned, don't touch the dial. A Nigerian man has been extradited to the US to face prosecution over alleged sextortion over a minor, which led to the victim's death. Usambun Hussein Abulari Lawal, 24, from Nigeria, Osun State, was flown to the US on Saturday after an agreement was reportedly reached with the Nigerian government that he would not be sentenced to death if found guilty. Lawal appeared in a federal court in Columbia, South Carolina on Monday, wearing an orange prison jumpsuit with shackles on his wrists and ankles, U.S. media reported. He entered a not guilty plea to charges including child exploitation resulting in death and the production and distribution of child sexual abuse material. That, in the first place, it's even you are guilty for that. The investigation, which led to the Nigerian's extradition, was launched after Gavin Gaffey, a 17-year-old, took his own life after he was allegedly victimized by Lawal. Well. Now, if an American does similar thing or abuse an African, are we going to be seeing anything of the sort? Or they will say, we've got no extraditory treaty with you, and therefore we're not going to be doing anything about that. Still in Nigeria, the Central Bank of Nigeria has asked participants in the foreign exchange market to submit compliance reports to the Nigeria FX code on or by January 31. The directive is contained in the FedEx code or Forex code document it released on Monday, January 27. It stated market participants will be required to conduct a self-assessment and submit to the CBN a report on the institution's level of compliance with the Forex code by January 31, 2025. But this all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London at 11:39. The presidency has reaffirmed Nigeria's commitment to bolstering energy capacity, crediting President Bola Tinubu's leadership with accelerating progress in the Siemens Energy project in Nigeria. Speaking at the Mission 300 Africa Energy Summit in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania on Monday, Special Advisor to the President on Media and Public Communications, Sunday Dare, highlighted the strides made under the administration's energy agenda. The Siemens Energy project, which was initiated under the previous administration, has gained significant momentum under the President Tinubu, Dare stated. He has moved the project from a capacity of 5,000 megawatts to even higher levels, ensuring that Nigerians benefit from stable and affordable electricity. Thank you very much for that. How affordable is affordable? And are we going to say, you know what, we want to use what is it, refined energy or all that stuff that we are saying to do it, and by the end of it, it's high. But Nigeria has got gas, natural gas, just flaring up, just like that. We got crude oil, we got. Why can't we use that to do it? Haven't we got the innovation? Haven't we got the technology? Why? And I do say this most of the time when I have Mr. Olaimi Koiki or some of our wonderful listeners from Nigeria, then I do ask them the question that those who are involved in the importing of generator and selling generator industry, how do they fare if they see that there's going to be stability when it comes to energy, electricity, power? How do they feel? Because if they think their industry is going to be actually bashed or brought down or swallowed up, then they will do everything in their power to actually stop it from being a reality. Like we saw in the Dangote situation, where the refinery, because people knew that he coming up there upstream to bring Nigeria finished refining and doing all that bit, it's going to, those importers are going to have a problem. They decided to throw the spanner in the web. But what do you think? It's quite an interesting one, right? It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK at 11:42, 18 minutes more for the program to be brought to a close. But let me open the lines if you want to join in. Feel free, call us on 0208-133-2257. Or you can Skype us. Our Skype ID is Starr Radio UK1. Starr Radio UK1. Our text number is 0753-966-1744. 0753-966-1744. And our X handle is Starr Radio UK. Email address is info@starradiouk.com. All right. A final story from Nigeria. A senior consultant and public affairs analyst, Abdul Salam Suleiman Izugbe, has suggested that President Bola Tinubu can ensure that Nigeria Army eliminates the dreaded bandit leader Toji Bello. Izugbe said the Nigerian troops will be propelled to eliminate Bello Toji if Tinubu promises them a double promotion. His claims comes amid the ongoing onslaught by troops of the Nigerian Army against Bello banditry and Boko Haram members in the northeast. Now, speaking, Izugbe also warned that the Nigerian Army against the possibility of negotiating with Bello Toji. According to Izugbe, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, should be released if the Nigerian troops opt to negotiate with Toji. He said in Sokoto, there are 32 border entries and they take food away from Nigeria every day. The same thing is happening in Adamawa State. The same thing is happening in the Seme border. If the immigration system is not organized, Nigeria will be producing food and there will be not enough for Nigerians to eat, because one of the adverse effects of this Boko Haram is that they are blocking farmers from going to harvest. Now, somebody like Bello Toji has imposed levies on farmers in Zamfara State. In Niger State, there are 5 local government paying levies while they are looking for Bello Toji in Zamfara and Sokoto State. He's no longer there. He has moved, and they should be able to follow him. They should be able to follow him. Let Tinubu take the decision that anybody who is able to capture Toji and his followers will get a double promotion in the army, and in the next 3 months, you will hear that they have eliminated them. We hear that he is negotiating for settlement. How do you negotiate with a killer and a terrorist? Somebody who drinks the blood of infants is not the type of person to arrest. I hear the chief of defense staff saying Toji is a dead man. That is rhetoric, because you do not treat somebody like him with kid gloves. How can you treat Bello Toji as if he is a common criminal? He's a hardened criminal, and you cannot treat him with kid gloves. That's what he's saying. Tinubu should ensure they capture him, and those who do should be given double promotion. So, an incentive for the military to actually go after him. And he's saying that if you are trying to go negotiate with somebody who has perpetrated such evil in the country, Why are you still keeping Nnamdi Kanu? Why can't you release him? Because if you release him, he should see that it's people who are saying that they are on the rampage or doing everything because you have taken their leader. Well, it's quite an interesting one. And this all coming away from Starr Radio UK at 11:45. And now we go to Ghana, my happy home. Interesting. Let's start from here. The Bank of Ghana monetary policy rate. The Bank of Ghana's monetary policy rate has decided to maintain its benchmark interest rate at its first meeting of the year. This decision comes as the global economy presents mixed outlook with steady growth but persistent inflationary concerns. The question is, what are we doing to stop all that? In a press release, the MPC highlighted the global economic growth remains strong through 2024, particularly driven by the US and China. However, the committee also noted that the growing uncertainty around trade protectionism and geopolitical tensions, which could undermine business and consumer confidence, ultimately dampening growth prospects for 2025. Although global inflation has been on a downward trend, the MPC raised concerns about ongoing inflationary pressures in the service sector and the tight labor market. The MPC expects that financial conditions will gradually ease as the policy stance becomes more accommodative, with inflation in the United States and Euro area expected to cool down. The committee emphasized its commitment to closely monitoring both global and domestic economic conditions and is prepared to adjust the monetary policy stance if necessary to ensure price stability and foster sustainable growth. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So here, I will ban mining activities in forest reserves. Amakofi Bua is saying, I will thoroughly review mining license regime, lands minister designate is saying. But do you think that would do? Somebody says it's easier said than done. There was a situation where 200 million Ghana cedis or dollars, that is Ghana cedis, was actually posted or signed out to be used for the purpose. However, they've never come out, and therefore there's an investigation trying to find out what that money was used for. And we have the legal miners saying they are also protesting about that. And I was like, really? Well, was that money meant to settle them or what? Maybe, I'm not sure, whatever that is. But if you know more about that policy, feel free and share that with me. So let's see what Amakofi Bua, the minister designate for land, is going to do about that. Okay. Now, how would you want it? Somebody clad in a cultural apparel, wearing kente or whatever, and tama, and throwing out, maybe putting the cultural stuff, maybe beads and stuff like that, and then coming in. Would that make you feel that, yeah, this is the man who's going to deliver on it? Well, Parliamentary Ministerial Vetting Committee, Dr. Frank Amwakwehene, the Ashanti Regional Minister Designate, provided a detailed explanation of cultural significance behind his attire, highlighting its symbolic ties to the Ashanti region's rich heritage and values. As a proud Ashanti man, Dr. Amwakwehene began by acknowledging the presence and supporting of traditional leaders, his parents, and the good people of the Ashanti region, expressing gratitude for their encouragement. He stated that he selected his traditional carefully designed clothes for the occasion because of its cultural importance and the message it conveys about his heritage and commitment to leadership. The minister designate described the intricate details of his customs-made cloth, which featured unique embroidery and symbols of profound cultural meaning. Now, central to the design was the porcupine, a symbol of strength and vigilance. Dr. Mwakohene explained that the porcupine represents a man who remains ever alert and ready to defend and promote the well-being of the community. He likened this to his father's unwavering dedication to safeguarding and advancing strategic initiative for the collective good, emphasizing that such qualities inspire his own approach to leadership. Dr. Mwakohene further elaborated on the close association with Ashanti tradition, noting that it reflects wisdom, resilience, and loyalty. The Dikra symbol embedded in their fabric, he stated, represents wisdom, strength, and the unity of purpose necessary for effective leadership. The choice of colors in the cloth was also deliberate, with each shade carrying a specific significance. He explained, green symbolizes the lush forests and natural resources of the Ashanti region. Blah, 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 blah. Now the question is, if I come in this morning wearing sealed with my clerical, wearing a clerical and being that way, and I say everything that I'm telling you is true, would you take it? Is it because I'm wearing that? Or you'll be looking at the substance that I'm producing, what I'm talking about, my thoughts, the way I'm breaking things down, for you to make the assertion that I'm actually delivering on the problem. So, like I was saying earlier on, kudos to him, but I don't think wearing a traditional cultural apparel for an inauguration or whatever is what will make you deliver. Maybe somebody will say that by doing so, maybe of course, if he's going to be dressing that way all the time, so that when he is faulting or when he is trying to forget what his core is, he will look at it and say, I'm wearing this, that means that I need to actually do what I'm supposed to do. Then maybe he'll be able to do that. But what do you think about all that? This is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. We've got about another 7 minutes to bring the program to a close. So wherever you are, don't even think of touching the dial. Starr Radio UK. The Minister of Interior, Mubarak Muntaka, has stated that he has no power as minister to suggest the removal of the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Ekufu-Dampare. Now, when asked by the Minority Leader of Parliament, Afenyo Makin, during the ministerial vetting by the Appointment Committee of Parliament on the 24th of January, Muntaka explained that the President is the only person who can decide on whom to work with. Now, what will be your own advice to anybody who would suggest that the IGP and appointee of Nanado Dankwa Kufuado, who is not 60 years old and is an energetic, competent IGP, should be removed by virtue of a change in power? What will be your advice? Afenyo Makin asked. Muntaka explained that he can only make suggestions to the President and not suggest who needs to be sacked. Definitely, there will be an assessment of all team members. You know, His Excellency President Mahama has a vision and objective for which Ghanaians have voted for him. All that will be reviewed in line, and those that, in the view of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will be helpful in assisting him to achieve that objective, especially in the national interest, I will support. Now, if you are listening to me, especially those of you in Ghana, what do you think? Has he been a good man? Has he delivered? Has he cracked the whip? Somebody say, yeah. So, do you think he's not 60 years old yet? So that we can say that he has to go on pension from active duty? What do you think? What do you think? But interestingly, there is a story that people are advocating that, this person has to be moved. But the former Attorney General Yikwe Otu has weighed in on the petition filed by Kwame Ofosu-Appiah seeking the removal of Electoral Commission Chairperson Jane Mensah and her deputies. Now, speaking yesterday, he argued that the allegation against the EC leadership are not strong enough to warrant their dismissal, emphasizing the need to distinguish between personal opinions expressed before assuming office and their official conduct while in office. Now, reacting to Mr. Fosu Apia's claim that the EC used its discretion to disenfranchise residents of Central Kofi, Akpafo, Lekpe, and Lolobe, that the South area, in the 2020 parliamentary election. Now, you go to say, I have looked at it, and they do not think they meet the very serious issues that one would want to look at when we want to remove the EC. I don't see any of those things as very serious. But as I do say this most of the time, from that nursery rhyme, or that, the 10 blind men of Hindustan, it's not a nursery rhyme, it's a rhyme, that went to see an elephant. And again, depending on where one was standing, they described the elephant as such. So the one that was holding the trunk thought, whoa, the elephant is like a snake. The one who was holding various baits. The one who was leaning on the side or filling the side of the helmet, oh, it was like a brick wall, very heavy, very strong there. So depending on where you are standing, so, and especially putting on your political goggles. I'm going to be writing up pretty soon. Just bear with me. In your, he pointed out that some of the claims against the EC officials stem from statements or actions they made before taking office. In your intro, you said that the things one of the deputies was alleged to have said were when he was exercising his academic freedom. You know, young men can take to doing all sorts of things, such as even experimenting with drugs, and then they grow up. They wean themselves off those things. They realize that it is not the best. I mean, these are not things that ought to have engaged. They have to engage themselves. It doesn't mean that they are forever barred from holding office or doing anything, he stated. Now, you go to liken such situation to individuals who express personal opinions before assuming sensitive positions, such as judges. Before he became a judge, he was a free individual. Now that he became a judge and taking the oath, he says, look, I am bound by my oath and nobody can influence me. This is my decision. But well, if you look at that, if you watch analysis expose at a time where there were some judges or who were taking chicken, goats and stuff like that. How will I know that somebody who has made such a statement in the past will not be doing the same? Well, he said, this is what I want to do. So the things he said when exercising academic freedom, I think we should forget about it and concentrate on what they have done since they came to office. But in this part of the world, if you are found to have done something or made a statement in the past pertaining to your stance, maybe being extremist against a particular, oh boy, it will be difficult. It will be difficult for you to come back to. That is why the cancel culture here works, and people are careful. Back in the day, people just get up or wake up and just post things and post. No, you don't do that. You have to be very careful when you are even posting stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, did I present myself well to you this morning? I think I've done so. But if you think that I have been unreasonable in some of my presentation, oh boy, my apologies for that. But however, be rest assured, tomorrow, God willing, we'll be back with the Wednesday edition of the morning show. And as I did announce earlier on, this Thursday we'll be having the first edition of the 2025 Property Hour Show with KB Bossman. On that note, I say have a lovely day, but enjoy this song. This is from the Zongo Man. It says, be nice, because at the end of the day, if today I'm lying down with everything, I can't take anything away. I can't take nothing apart from whatever I'm wearing that they will chuck me in there. That's it. That's all that I'll be taking along. But you know what? The impact that I've had on people will live forever. So you know what? Be nice to everybody. And when that song ends, you don't hear from me. It's been me, Archie, saying, have the top of the day. Until then, bye-bye for now.
Kokoti.
I'm out like that.
Nice to your brethren, be nice to your sister, be nice to everyone, and make the world a better place. Say hello to everyone, everyone say hello. Smile to everyone, everyone smile. Don't smile in my face and stab me hard in the back. You are the bully, oppressor, and a gangster. You're just a bombing, starving, shooting, killing, murdering innocent children, harassing them in the neighborhood, disturbing the peace in the neighborhood. Why can't you be nice, hey, and kind? Be nice to your husband, be nice to your wife, be nice to your colleagues, be nice to your mates, be nice to your friends, be nice to your neighbors, be nice to everyone, whether black or white. Cocotte, 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 cocotte. Unite against racism, unite against oppression, unite against gangstercracy, unite against misogyny, unite against homophobia, unite against xenophobia, unite, hey, unite, 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 unite against hate.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Children, be nice, oh children. Children, be nice to your mates. Children, be nice to your friends. Children, be nice to your parents. Say goodbye to knives. Say goodbye to guns. Say goodbye to gangs. Don't shame your family. Don't give them headaches, stress and grief. Make them proud, proud of you. So be nice, hey, be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice to everyone, and make the world a better place. Be nice to your children, be nice to your employees, be nice to strangers, be nice to refugees, and be nice to yourself. Be nice, be nice, be nice to everyone, and make the world a better place. And make the world a better place. Yeah, 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 yeah. And make the world a better place. Yeah, yeah, yeah.